Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is the look I will be creating for you today. It's my recreation of the using my hands only challenge. I loved the colour story and it's perfect for Thanksgiving dinner. So today you're going to be seeing how to achieve this makeup look, how I would initially do that look if I had brushes. Happy Thanksgiving if you are one of those who are celebrating it. I am thankful for all of you guys, for all the love and comments and likes and just the interaction we have. It means so much to me. And before I cry this makeup off, let's get into the video. The steps will be very similar to my original initial hands only challenge video because this is essentially the same look, but I'm actually going to use brushes this time. So I'm going to start with my eyes and I'm going to use my Collection Lasting Perfection concealer in 0 to prime my lids. However, I will use the wand to go underneath my brow and then a brush to spread it out onto my lid. I already feel just a little bit better about this already. I started this look off by taking Soothe, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my 305 from Real Techniques, dip into the matte Soothe shade. So excited for this. And I'm putting this in my crease. Oh, actually no, I didn't. I did set my lid with Aura, now I remember. But that's okay. We're just going to start with Soothe. And I'm putting it in my crease and just slightly above as well. All the way into the inner corner because that's what I ended up doing. And once I have this, I'm going to start to blend the edges. I'm of course going to wing this out, so I'm dragging my outer corner, my blending, and then I took this shade up to my brows at the front as well. So I'm just using whatever I have on the brush and I'm dragging it where I want the hue to be. Flawless blend, which I did not manage to get when I was using my hands. And I'm going to steer away from the initial video. I'm going to take Story, the matte Story shade, the orange, to add just a little bit in here as well. So I placed it in my crease and I'm moving it around to mix in with Soothe. It's just a little bit warmer. Let's move on to Poet. I'm going to take the Sequin Poet shade, so that beautiful burgundy maroon shade that has all those bits of blue sparkle in it, and I want to tap this on my mobile lid. And now I've got that placed on, I'm going to go back to my 305 and blend the edge of that Poet shade, the burgundy, and whatever I have in the crease. I want it to fade into whatever I have here. I tried to achieve that, but it's a lot harder when you don't have brushes. You could use matte Poet for this actually, because I am sort of removing all those sparkles by blending them out. Some of them are there still. And we've got like a warm crease, Cranberry on the lid. Thank you. Do you want anything else? I like this so much more already. I'm now going to take a mixture of Ritual and Memory, the matte brown in the palette and the black, make like an espresso shade, and I'm dabbing it on the outer corner of my eye. I didn't do this, I added straight up black, and I might still do that, but I want to build that outer corner gradually. And I'm slowly moving on to other brushes to blend this in. I'm going to take that 305 again with a little bit of Soothe to to add on the edge again. I kind of lost it with all this blending, but now I have to take a different blending brush because I'm super close to the brow, so I don't want to smudge this too close to my brow. I'm now going to take the black by itself just to intensify this outer portion. And because I want that sparkle from the Poet sequin shade, I'm going to reapply that in the center. Let's neaten this up. I just have a cotton round. I'm going to clean up some of the fallout and then neaten my outer corner. Ta-da! I like this a lot. I'm glad I was able to blend it just a little bit better than with my fingers. See, I always feel like I'm done and then I'm like, no, let's just blend a little bit more. I could blend and blend for hours. Alright, I'm gonna do my other eye off camera and I will be right back. I effed this one up a little bit, so I went ahead and added a bit more glitter. It's not bad, we're gonna live with it. Like I said, I already have glitter on the side. Let's add some on the side. I'm taking the Poet glitter shade and I'm putting it in the center. I am literally obsessed with the shade. I know this might be a lot for some people for Thanksgiving, so if you are one of those people, just don't add glitter, add the metallic instead. Just like in my initial video, I'm taking the glitter Soothe shade and putting it into my inner third of my eye, so just next to the Poet shade. I'm trying to avoid my actual inner corner. I didn't end up liking that in my initial video. I'm trying to dust off some of the glitter. When you do use glitter, you almost have to embrace the fact your whole face will be covered in glitter, if I'm being completely honest. You could use the glitter glue to minimize that fallout, but to be completely honest, I found when testing this out initially that the glitter looks nicer, looks more reflective when applied like this without glitter glue. The glitter glue kind of just takes down the shine, and that's what you want it for, so just go without. It looks so pretty. It looks almost two-dimensional when you look straight ahead, but when I turn it just looks wet. And I was gonna say something, but I'm not going to. I don't want to get demonetized. So have your cotton rounds near you. You know, my face is covered in glitter, but I'm embracing it. But you want to take at least a little bit off. Let's move on to the base. I shall present to you how I use the foundation, but let's moisturize before I do that. So I'm taking my Vichy skin booster thing. I love a moisturizer, especially when it's not too greasy. I'm taking my Jouer Essential High Coverage, taking a full pump and a buffing brush from Real Techniques, and I'm gonna put this on. It like amazes me every single time to see how pigmented this foundation is. And by using a brush, I'm able to push that foundation into those scars, so it looks a lot smoother and I don't have, you know, black spots of where the foundation didn't sink into my skin. And if anyone thinks this is too pale for me, no, it almost is an exact shade, exact tone of my skin. I am very, very pale. I still have my tan from Poland, but it's just not as good anymore. One of my faves, Revolution Matte Base Concealer in 13.5 to bronze my face. For my concealer, I will use the same concealer, the Catrice Liquid Camouflage. I look so good. For my powder, I'm using my Fenty Beauty. And I want to bronze a little bit further, just like kind of contour. And I'm going to use a new product for me, Revolution Patricia Bright Trio palette for fair skins. And now I'm going to use the bronzer shade in the middle. Uh-oh. No, that's alright. Okay, so I like this powder a lot because I thought I made a mistake. I thought it was going to stick in one place, but it blends out really nicely. And I actually quite like the colour of it as well. It's not too cool, it's not too warm. I like it. And it is nice sometimes to have like all three things in one palette. I'm going to use the blush from this palette, and you know me, I'm applying it on the tops of my apples and my nose. And I'm going to try the highlight. Looks promising. It's quite nice. I like it. Looks good. I wish it was a little bit warmer, but I get it. It's for fair skin tones. It is difficult to create a highlight that will reflect nicely, and it's not too warm so it doesn't leave a cast. But there's a lot of kickback in the pan with the highlight anyway. Everything else was fine, just the highlight is a little bit all over the palette, but I like it. I approve. Okay, time to do the brows. The brows were probably the most disappointing thing in that video. It just, I need my angled brush. So I'm going to pick up my pomade, my angled brush, and I'm going to define my brows. Oh, the brows add so much to the look, oh my god. Okay. Let's finish off the eyes. I'm going to take shading brush from Real Techniques, and let me just show you the difference between this tiny little thing and my finger, or fingers, that I was trying to use for my bottom lash line. Just, that's why it didn't work. I'm going to take Poet on this brush, and I'm going to stamp this on my lower lash line. And even though I like to blow out my lower lash line quite far down, the initial video was just a little too much. I'm of course joining the lower and upper lid. I dusted off everything from the 305, and I'm going to use this to diffuse that cranberry shade on my lower lash line. Now I'm going to take that shading brush and dip into Memory, the black. I will take a little bit of that black on my lower lash line as well. This shape just, I feel like I've got magic powers when I look like this, you know? If you've never put makeup on, I get if you're not a girly girl, then you might not enjoy this, but if you are somewhat a girly girl, go for makeup and do your makeup all nice and you'll feel the magic powers of makeup. I'm just taking the metallic Poet shade in my inner corner. I'm also going to highlight my brow bone with this. My eyes almost look blue as well. The purple undertone of the Poet shade kind of brings out the green. I love it. Did I say blue? Green. It makes my eyes look green. Okay, time for some mascara. I don't use anything else other than L'Oreal Lash Paradise. It does its job. It's amazing. I'm going to clean my lips and add some lipstick. I know I used Unicorn Blood in my initial video, but I think it clashed with my makeup. Today I'm going to be using Charlotte Tilbury Super Cindy. It's a bit like Your Lips But Better kind of lipstick for me. I'm going to add a little bit of white liner in my waterline. And then Smink Up PL Falsies in the style Bambi. Okay you guys, so here it is. This is my final look, my final recreation of the no brushes, using my hands only challenge and my Thanksgiving look. I hope you enjoyed it. I think it looks miles better than my initial video. I loved the colour story so much. I knew I had to recreate it. I hope you recreate it too. Happy Thanksgiving if you are celebrating it. Enjoy your turkey and stuffing and all of that jazz, your cranberry sauce. I hope you have enjoyed that. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. You are the best.